47, turn right, heading 185, reduce speed 180 knots.
185 on the heading, 180 on the seat Gulf Air 007.
Speedbird 124, reduce speed 160 knots to 40 me.
Reduce 160 to 4, speed 124.
Hi there guys, Matt here, hope you're all well, and another very long time no speak. It's very repetitive when making videos, and the first thing I have to say is long time no speak. It's been a busy couple of months, and I did say to you when I started making videos again that if I had the capacity to do so, lol, that I would. And if I didn't, then I wouldn't. And so the last couple of months have been a little bit hectic. We had Cosford first of all, and then coming off the back of that, which is a flight sim show, a bunch of other stuff happened, which I may get into another day, but really, who cares? Drama for the sake of drama, and I'd rather just get on with doing something that I enjoy doing, and you apparently enjoy watching, which is flying. Over the past couple of weeks, I have been doing some kind of ad hoc flying with some of the Project Fly development team, as we are in a phase at the moment where we're kind of just developing day in, day out as a group. And so to help us kind of, I don't know, team build, I guess, a bit of team morale, we tend to wake up in the morning, we throw a long haul flight on, and then we develop, and then we land, and then we go to bed, rinse and repeat. That's usually kind of our working week. So over the last couple of days, I've been flying this bad boy, a British Airways 777-300ER, down to Sydney here in Australia, and it goes via Singapore from Heathrow, and now it's time to fly it back. Now, I already did a video from Singapore to Heathrow on the channel probably about 2 or maybe 3, even 4 years ago now. I don't remember. It's literally one of the most viewed videos on my channel. But it was back in the days of either P3D 1.4, I think, or maybe even FSX. I can't remember. But it was back in the day where you could literally out of memory error just by trying to fly a long haul, which was kind of annoying because you know, you spend 13 plus hours, which is what the length of the flight between Singapore and Heathrow is. The last thing you really want is for your flight sim to crash. And yeah, there's autosave and stuff like that, but it kind of ruins the immersion. So I figured that I'd do this flight again, but this time instead of starting at Singapore, I'd start at Sydney, and we do Speedbird 16, which goes Sydney, Singapore, Singapore, Heathrow. That should take me the best part of about the next 2 days. So the first leg, which goes under the call sign Speedbird 16, is about 8 hours, give or take. And then the second leg, which is Singapore to Heathrow, is again Speedbird 16. That takes about 13.5 hours, 14 hours. It's the first flight of the morning, apparently, into Heathrow. So it gets back to the UK. Right now, for me, it is Monday morning at 5:10 a.m. And if I look at my computer clock here, you'll see that it's 4:10 p.m. in Melbourne. I have the Melbourne time, Sydney time's the same, which means that it's due to depart from Sydney at 4:30 p.m. So you got about 20 minutes to get set up. I'm going to be flying with Matthew, who's one of the other Project Fly developers. We may be joined by Dan as well, but I think he's still in bed, so that might not happen. So yeah, as I said, Speedbird 16 part 1 will be from here in Sydney up to Singapore, and then part 2 will be from Singapore back to London Heathrow. Alright, so as far as planning, the only planning I've done is get out of bed and put some cold water on my face. It's very early, so I've not really done anything. So I will take us over to the world of PFPX, because this is where all of my planning is done at the moment. Once the Project Fly dispatch is finished, this will be getting swiftly uninstalled. This is a flight I did yesterday, actually, Speedbird 178 from JFK to Heathrow, so I'll just get rid of that. And I'll go to flight here, BA16, and we are from a YSSY to WSSS, are the two codes for both airports. Takeoff runway, landing runway, it's kind of predicting for us, but I'll probably change those. And we are flying registration Golf Sierra Tango Bravo Bravo, which is that one there. It's all fleshed out for us. We'll just randomize the payload, so 0 fuel weight 201.7-ish, thereabouts. You know what, I'm going to smash random a little bit, get it a bit heavier. That's about like it, 226. I like hearing the roar of the G90s, so if you have it too light, then you don't really need to use much power, which is very annoying. Okay, so find destination alternates, which it can do now. I have no idea if any of these are legit, to be honest. I kind of give up caring. As long as the runway's long enough, it's whatever. It is what it is. Find route should get us the shortest or the most efficient. There you go. EET's 8 hours 40, so it's basically out of here, and then a kind of northwesterly routing over Australia, and then yeah, it's just a big straight line. Honestly, my geography of this part of the world is terrible. I was just about to say, oh, it goes up towards the Philippines and then left and the right turn. I have no idea where we are. Let's see. Where's this here? So this is Indonesia. Okay, fair enough. So I was close enough. So Indonesia, and then through still Indonesia, and then straight into Singapore. Interesting. Well, there you go. Relatively straightforward, easy as, really. As far as weather and stuff goes, I can have a quick look at the upper winds, which really is nothing too insane. Just a little bit of wind here. Nothing though up here. It's completely dead, so never mind. We'll have a look at the chart with the weather on once we dispatch everything. So hit compute flight. We can release a flight, print the flight plan, Adobe PDF, and I'll just print that to my computer. And we can also, for my thing, for my own computer, I can export it to PMDG and Active Sky as well. And I'll send the route across to VATSIM, etc., etc. And that is basically a very, very quick and nasty way of dispatching a flight. I was thinking to myself, just before I started recording this, like, what can I do to make these flights more interesting? Because I was looking at comments and, views on other videos from before I took October and November off, shall we say. There's a lot of people requesting flights. That's all well and good, and that's what I asked you to do, and I'm grateful for that. But as far as like viewing experience goes, is this format of me just waffling on for an hour, like, is this what you want, or is there a better way of me doing this? Because I was looking, I was doing a bit of, I guess, research, market research, whatever you want to call it, just while I'm yapping on. Let me just start VPilot. I was doing a little bit of market research on the kind of top trending P3D videos, and so I typed in P3D, and I got this channel, and this channel, he's putting out videos with really clickbaity titles. Like, I hate those sorts of channels, but the point I'm getting at is that his view count on his videos was insanely high, like insanely high. And it was like P3D New Flight Sim 2018 ultra realistic graphics, and I clicked on the video, and I kind of expected the comments to be just flooded with people going, "Oh, this is bad," clickbait, this, that, and the other. But actually, it was full of people saying, "Oh, this is awesome!" And they really enjoyed it. And the way he was editing it down was he was actually doing the full flight, but there was no commentary. And he was flying the aircraft relatively okay, but it was just a sort of very silent but very nicely edited together way of doing it. So a bit of feedback really on the type of flow of the video would be cool, because I really like, I'm useless when it comes to videos. I've got to a point now where I can sit here, record, edit bits and bobs together. Now and again, if I really need to, I can do a little bit of fancy animation. But that's about my limit. If I need to go off and learn some more stuff, then sure, I'll do that. But yeah, so I could have probably condensed that into a sentence of, do you want me to change my format? If so, how? But there you go. Anyway, connected to VATSIM, there's Matthew. He's in the other aircraft, the other 777. I'm just loading my winds into active sky at the moment, and then we will jump into the flight deck. And actually, what I wanted to do before I did that was just see if there's anything on the wind or on the weather chart that's worth noting. Because sometimes the weather over in this part of the world can be a little bit interesting. We'll go with that word. But the weather here out of Sydney, it's a southerly wind of 19 knots, so 170 degrees, 19 knots, 3,000 feet, 20 degrees centigrade, reasonable pressure. When we get to Singapore, it's a very light wind, 210 degrees, 4 knots. However, the visibility is pretty crap, and it's raining. Actually, it's heavy rain. The RVR for runway 20 right is 150 meters. So that's interesting. There's also towering cumulonimbus at flight level 160. It's 26 degrees. It's almost like monsoon type weather, that. 26 degrees, heavy rain. But it's not windy, so forget it. Alright, okay. Here we go. So I have started doing this thing now where when I land my plane, I save the panel state. This is when I did the flight to Corfu with Jacob. I asked him what he did about saving his plane for when he returns. And this is something I want to integrate into Project Fly as well. Is that when I land and when he lands as well, we both now save our state and we load it. So the next time we want to use the aircraft from that exact same spot, it's ready to go. So this is exactly to the pixel where I parked this aircraft when I landed here on Friday evening. So I'm just throwing a booking together on Project Fly very, very quickly. I would show you, but it's on the wrong computer. So I'm being a bit lazy here, but you've seen me use Project Fly a million times. It's not as if it's something new. But yeah, so this is fully loaded from the last panel state. Everything is kind of off. I'll just trigger the ADIOU to come on while the Project Fly stuff's going in the background. And we will open up the FMS and go to menu, index even. Make sure that's the right nav data, which it is. And we're at Sydney, YSSY. We're on stand 24. And the position, for some reason, it doesn't want to set. Okay, it needed some time. Okay, perfect. Alright, so route request 777. We're looking for Sydney to Singapore. We'll request that. Just let that go on its merry way. Book and dispatch the Project Fly flight. That's all ready to go. Fly now. I could actually put the Project Fly overlay on the recording. Maybe that's something you want to see. Because then you get to see the landing rate when I land at the other end. You know what? I'll do that. Let me see if I can do this very quickly. Okay, there you go. I got the overlay. So, if you look at the top, here's the call sign. Departing from Sydney, arriving Singapore. Network is VATSIM. It's the altitude, heading, speed. This stuff at the bottom is Twitch stuff. Just ignore it. I could turn it off, but then when I stream, I've got to turn it back on. So, just pretend you can't see it. It's just a bit of a meme right now. Okay, so as far as loading the aircraft goes, did that just load in? Yes, it did. So we'll load that route. And we will go back to here in the middle FMS and we'll go to payload. 0 fuel weight, 226.3, which is there. And then the fuel is 68 tons, but we'll take 70 just to be on the safe side. And that's everything sorted. Runway, I don't know just yet. Speed BA16. We've got about 8 minutes before we need to push back from the gate. We will look at the flight plan. So we're initially going flight level 300. So I need to just change that to that. Actually, I'll accept it and then I'll change it. Change the CG to 17.5. Thrust limb is there. And we are going to derate to 48 degrees, 95% N1. Flap 15, CG is going in. And it'll be 295 tons. But we need to put the departure in, which from here is the Dina 7 with the Romeo India Charlie transition, which is right there. And I guess that means we're taking off from 16 right. But what I'll do is I'll look on flight radar and I'll see exactly what they're taking off from. And then we can use a real one instead of just taking a mighty guess. Alright, so right now they are blasting off runway 16 right. Would you look at that? Wow. The day PFPX gets something right. I'll just copy that just in case it crashes. The data uplink for the wind is ready. Perfect. So let's put some step climbs in. So 300 at Dina, and then it's at 320 at Romeo India Charlie. It's not going to get there, so we'll just miss that out. And then at Karag, it's 330. So we'll find Karag. Where is it? This is not good. It's like my route is not loaded in properly. That is going on. Right, let me check this. So, this is why you should always check your route. So, Dina, Romeo and Charlie, UH226 NPAG, direct Anoxa. Aha, this is where the problem is. This is wrong. It missed out a huge section of the flight plan. So, from NPAG, it's direct Karag. So, we'll throw that in there. Wait, what? Kilo Alpha Romeo Alpha Golf. Whoa, why is my Alpha Romeo Alpha Golf direct Karag? Let me just grab the position for that. It's South 29, which is that top one there. Alright, so after Karag, it's direct Nonet. November Oscar November Echo Tango. And then direct to Ghibli, Golf India Bravo Lima India. And then it is direct Boydie, Bravo Oscar Yankee Delta India. And then direct Alpha Romeo Golf. Let me check the lat long on that. Alpha Romeo Golf is South 16, that one. And then it's direct Gunam. And from there it is direct to Noxa, which is just here. So if we just put that up there like that. Okay, cool. That means that we can put these step climbs in. So 330 is at Karag, which is there. And then 340 at Nonet. Then 350 at Boydie. And then 360 at Anoxa. That is as high as we go. Load the wind data in. And that's done. VNAV transition altitude for here. Well, let's just have a quick look at the charts. Might as well. So Sydney departure. So Sid, Dina 7. Transition altitude is 10,000 feet. And the initial climb is doesn't actually give you one. I guess it's ATC will give it you. Caution, parallel runway operations. Do not turn left. Track 155. Blah blah blah. So it's 16 right, heading 155, and then a right turn to Duns or Dunes. I don't know. Then left to Dina. Then right turn to bypass Campi, direct to Ancub, and then up towards Richmond. That's the VOR, or the NDB even, Richmond. Okay, so while we're here, let's just have a quick look at the taxi. So, is this the taxi chart? A380 taxi routes, lol. I'll need that soon. But seriously though, where are the here we go. 777-300. Right, perfect. Okay, so we're parked here, International 2. So we need to go out through whatever this bit here is, and then turn left on Alpha, and then just go all the way up to the top and hold Alpha 1. Simple. So, back to the sim, remembering that the transition altitude is 10,000 feet. We'll just type 100 in there. And we'll go init ref now, and we can just stick the wind in, which is 170 at 19. Doesn't model slopes. Temperature's 20 degrees. Everything else is good. 153, 164, 169. We'll stick 169 in the MCP. Runway heading, which I should have grabbed at the chart, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. But I'll have a look back there now. 16 right heading 155, so spin it round. And I'll just set the initial climb to the transition altitude. Alright, left flight director, right flight director, LNAV, VNAV, auto brake, RTO, and we will start to close everything up. So we'll close that, we'll close that, we'll close that, we'll close that. We shall close all those, and we'll also arm these doors now. Overhead panel, APU can come on. We'll also put the fuel pumps on. Everything else can stay like that for now. Seatbelt signs are already on. All the lights are as we need them to be. Pressure set fine. We'll run through the pre-flight checklist, auction, and flight instruments. Everything else is good. Before start checklist is there. Doors, everything's automatic. Actually, the center pump's on as well. I didn't see that. Perfect. And then we will go to back to the checklist, and we will clear the messages out. Put the right FMS on legs, and we'll see how the outside's looking. All fine. We will remove the jetway. And I'm getting spammed on that sim, one of the main reasons why I don't fly on it that much. Okay, so that's that. Let me see where Matthew is. Hello.
Hello.
Alright. How are you looking in terms of setup? Your aircraft was just massively metallic then when I looked at it until the texture loaded.
I'm all ready. I'm all good to go.
Yeah. I have a guy spamming me, and his call sign is, in capitals, EWW. And he goes, Matt Davis, I'm your biggest fan with 7,000 exclamation marks. This is why I don't fly on Batson. I have a marshaller just like walking around, not knowing what he's doing with life, towards my right engine. It's really odd. You know, we have, I don't know if you looked at the chart, but we have specific taxiways that we can use because of the size of the aircraft.
Only applies to you, doesn't it?
Wait, what are you? Oh, you're a 7.8, aren't you?
Yeah, a bit smaller.
Yeah, fair enough. I thought
What-
you were for a 7.
What departure am we taking?
16, right?
Cool. Yeah, same as me. Let's have a look, see where you got a taxi then.
It's just, so I'm going to push, well, because GSX is being GSX, I can only push back straight.
Okay.
But then once I've done that, it is a case of taxiing, if I could find the right taxi chart.
It'd be Alpha,
There's
wouldn't it? All the way
so
up
many.
to the bottom, I think, for of the taxi tab in Navigraph for you.
Yeah, I'm on the taxi tab, but there's like 6 million. Yeah, so International 2, I guess, Terminal International 2. You just kind of pull out onto Alpha from the taxiway just behind me to the left.
Yeah.
And then just go left and all the way up to the end. I'm kind of sad. I wanted to depart off 3-4 left because I wanted to fly over the city, but we'll get a good view of it when we turn right on the departure and look out the right-hand side.
That's true.
Okay. I've lost my train of thought now. Return. Oh yeah, ground connection stuff. Right. I just need to run through the before start checklist, which I'm going to do really quickly. Beacon light on. And we are ready to push and start. Is your GSX giving you a direction to face or no?
Let's have a look and see. Nah, it's just straight. Push back.
Straight, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you started have you triggered it yet?
Not yet, no.
Alright, well, I'll just go then, because mine's all ready to go.
Yeah, no worries. I'll push after you.
Alright. Okay, park brake released. I don't know what the transponder policy is here. Is it Charlie on the ground?
Not sure.
Really don't care. I'll just turn it on. Alright. Start. Actually, I need to pressurize the hydraulics first. That would be a good start. Okay. Start 2. I still think the Fly Tampa, the tower that they've modeled here is like the best modeled tower in any scenery of FS scenery.
Where is it? Over there.
Yeah, it's. But if you actually like go up to it with chase plane and look around it, it's immaculate. They've modeled every bit of it.
What's cheeky advertising for a Lexus as well?
Wait, what?
To the left-hand side of the tower.
Alex, as in the car company.
Yeah, yeah. There's an ad for it.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, this entire scenery is just advertisement central. Like, they've not dubbed... So, did you ever see the massive meme with the Flight Sim World? So,
Nope.
you could... Okay, let's say this Flight Tampa wanted to port this scenery across to Flight Sim World, yeah?
Yep.
Flight Sim World would not let them just do a straight port, because it used the same SDK, essentially, or similar techniques, because it's based on the ESP, right?
Yep.
So, Dovetail Games were just like, and one of the many reasons why they ended up going bankrupt is that they were just too strict to their policies, and one of them was, if you want to port your scenery, you have to remove every bit of branding that your scenery has, and I mean everything, like the HSBC logo on the gates, that
Yeah.
Lexus sign over there, you couldn't have an IKEA, like you could not do anything with it. And so developers were just like, nah, not even worth our time. Like, when you're trying to launch a new platform, what you don't do is put a roadblock for people trying to join it from a development point of view.
Yeah.
Never mind, they're gone now.
Yep. Looks like the real aircraft is pushing back as well.
Yeah, well, it was chocks off at exactly 30 past, so we're
Yeah.
basically smash on time.
Yeah.
I flew back from JFK this afternoon. From to Heathrow from JFK.
Oh, nice. All good, okay?
When I spawned at New York, there was a BA City Flyer, not City Flyer, you know, the business jet that goes from JFK to London City.
Yeah.
And he was about 2 hours into his flight to London City, and I beat him. I landed just as he was coming over the top of Heathrow. Well, that was pretty impressive. Alright, so 2 good starts. Everything is sweet. Like, you know when you just have flows for so many aircraft and you've not flown them in ages and you forget what you're doing? That is me right now. Alright, I'll get the checklist off, so that's a good start. So, flap 15. The trim is to be 625, but I'll grab that in a minute. Actually, I'll put the flight control page on. It's 525, 575, 625. Full left, full right. Come on, trim. Alright, there we go. Up, down, rudder left, and a rudder right. There goes the flaps. Right, weather radar on. It's already on. We will turn the APU off. And recall TCAS. Stick it on Terra. Anti-ice not required. Recalls check. Flight controls ground equipment is clear. And I am good to taxi. Turn off taxi light. And I'll be out your way momentarily.
Cool.
Actually, you could probably just start to move now by the time I've spun it around.
Yeah, GSX is moaning at me.
No power. Come on, get going. This drunk marshaller in front of me. I have no idea what he's doing. I was the same before. I was having a rant as I was just before I said hi to you. So, like, with flight sim chat, I mean, do you watch a lot of YouTube flight sim stuff, or do you not really bother?
No, the occasional stuff.
Like, when I used to, years ago, but, like, when you get wrapped up in the world of making content, you kind of lose focus on watching other people's content.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I was saying is, so, there's a YouTube channel that makes these videos, and the titles of his videos are consistently like Flight Sim 2018 or Flight Sim 2019, Uber HD graphics, you know, gone sexual, or whatever the hell it is. Like, and you watch them, and like he basically just, it's like a silent flight, so there's no commentary. He's just like setting the plane up, doing the FMS, flying from A to B, but he's getting like 500,000 to 1 million views a video.
Crikey.
And like his like to dislike ratio is like, you know, 3,000-4,000 likes to like 100 dislikes. So people must love that, absolutely love it. But how the hell do I get to that point? How do I make content like that? I can't make content like that. It
like
wouldn't feel right. Well, yeah, well, it is clickbait, absolutely. I mean, the title is clickbait anyway.
Yeah.
But what he started doing is he started doing reenacting air crashes. And
Oh, great.
That doesn't sit nicely with me. I don't like it.
No. No.
I mean, the way he does it, don't get me wrong, is pretty respectful. Like, he doesn't, you know, he doesn't make fun of it. Like, he analyzes what went wrong and he, like, shows how it could be done. But the problem is, in this day and age with what we've got, like, you can't really reenact a crash properly. You could,
No.
you know, you've got service-based failures, you've got failures within the aircraft, but they don't really respond like the real aircraft would. So it's a bit odd. But yeah, so I was just like, what do I do? Like, do I change the format? Because YouTube's telling everyone, they're saying, you know, 10 minutes a video or less. How the hell do I make a full flight video 10 minutes or less?
It's not easy.
Starting the APU takes bloody 10 minutes sometimes if it's cold. Like, you know, do I need to speed run everything? Why are my textures loading like this? Oh, okay. So there is a guy at the other side of 16 right in a Qantas 787, and he's just messaging me saying, "Do you want to depart first?"
Oh yeah, I see him.
Let me just see what departure is he on. What SID are you on? Yeah, I thought about once upon a time making it like really condensed and really like edited, but I wouldn't be able to do commentary on top of that. Huh, same? Lol. He's doing the exact same departure and transition. Whereabouts are you in the grand scheme of things? You still pushing back?
Just finished.
You go, bud. I'll wait for the other British Airways. I've got to say, the AI model of the 787 looks amazing. He just said, by the way, 7-month sub of yours on Twitch. Okay, man. What the heck? Wait, is he going to Singapore? Nah, there's no way I've been stalked that quickly. Oh no, he's off to Darwin.
Oh, right.
Zane.
So that'd be weird, wouldn't it?
His name's Zane. Sup, Zane, if you're watching. Enjoy your flight to Darwin. I've never been up that way. Dude, that livery is... it's the one that they used for Qantas 10. You know, the nice, like... I don't know what it is. It's got, like, all the dots on it.
Oh, yeah. Let's have a look. Does it appear for me? Oh, so it's just a regular livery for me.
It says on the end of it, Emily Ballaringi. I guess that's who, like, drew it or something. That's a thumbnail right there. Holy crap. Just waiting for him to go. Just looking out the window. See if I can get a good thumbnail of it. That's another thing I suck at as well, thumbnails. I tried to get Govan to edit the one where I went to Corfu. But like, you have to get the right angle. There's only so much editing, or so much you can do with editing.
Yeah.
Right, I'm lining up. Strobes on. Before takeoff checklist completed. Look at him go! Damn, he is away. Dude, he's off. He just leapt into the air.
Oh, yeah, there he goes.
Ugh, that's in refresh rate.
Yeah, it's a bit bad, isn't it?
It's horrible. They need more interpolation. I mean, the refresh rate is whatever. They just need more interpolation on the client side so it doesn't do something like that.
Yeah.
Alright. Landing lights on. Oh, by the way, people always get triggered when they see me switching views all the time. It's because P3D has this texture caching problem, and if you switch to a view and it goes black and it triggers me, if you switch back to the previous view and then back to it, it'll fix itself.
Alright.
Yeah, it's really annoying, but that's the way to fix it.
I
I
see.
think that guy just lied to me.
Where's he gone?
He said he was on the same SID, but he's literally vanished.
Yeah, I can't see him either.
What the hell?
And it's in the clouds.
No, but he's not even on TCAS.
Oh.
Rip that guy.
Let's have a look.
Oh no, he is. I can see him there, but I can't see him on TCAS. I guess he's off the range. Yeah, he made the right and then the left turn. He's following the SID properly. I don't want to just tank into the sky just yet, because if I do, I'll ram him.
Let's have a look.
Is there a speed limit on that right-hand turn? Yeah, there is. Oh no, there's not.
What are we doing? It's the D now, isn't it?
Ah, okay, yeah. So Campy is just a fly past. You don't need to fly over it. It just says Richmond transitions after passing Dina and 6,000. So as long as you pass Dina and at 6,000, you can turn right to Ancub.
Yeah.
I won't outclimb that 787. The climb performance on it is insane. Right, I'm going. Let's go.
Okay.
Start the clock. Power's coming in. Watch the engines take up all that condensation. It probably won't actually because it's afternoon time. Alright. Toga!
The way you speed up on that's brilliant.
Yeah, it's like a little bit and then meow.
Yeah, it's like but out of a game.
Alright, power set 80 knots. Beautiful. Wow, my chase plane settings are a bit bumpy. I'm gonna get epilepsy. V1. Rotate. Concentrate and gear up. Beautiful. Woohoo! See you later. How now?
See you in Singapore.
Yeah. It's trimmed to perfection.
Nice turn.
There's climb, thrust, and acceleration. Lap 5. Throw the autopilot in, let it do the rest. That is some nice scenery. God damn it, Sydney is good. I just wish they'd make it like fully compatible with V4.
Yeah.
Like, I want the dynamic lighting, I want all the bells and whistles, I want SOD. Just give it me all. I don't care if they charge you like a small fee to upgrade, because it's been so long since it was released. They kind of it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, flaps up. Turn offs, taxi lights off after takeoff checklist. Once the flaps come up. Ah, you can see the shadow on the ground of the plane. So look at you. Where are you?
Lined up, ready to go. Just give it a bit of space.
FSFX doing its thing. say. I'm so glad I brought myself a drink up.
I haven't.
The amount of times I've gone to record a video, started talking, got to like a really vital phase of flight, and my mouth is drier than Gandhi's sandals. Like, it hurts to talk. That's not a problem today, though. G90 engines. Like, if you were to make love with any engine, I'd be torn between an RB211 and a G90.
Alright, I'm going to take off. I think there's enough gap.
Yeah, I'm turning right now towards the one beginning with A, Ancub.
Cool.
I wish the engines, you know, in the 7.4 the engines shake. I
Yeah.
wish they did that on the triple.
Cool. Rotation was quite early, Jesus.
What, you were already in the air?
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Probably my fault for distracting you.
I
It's
wasn't
one way to
expecting
get
that.
it wrong, isn't it? Just have a general conversation as you're trying to take your plane off.
Yeah.
I've done that before today. Back in the day when I used to live with my parents, my dad would be like lecturing me on how bad flight sim was for you. And I'd be there like trying to land. I just didn't care.
Alright, well, I'm up. I'm on my way.
Tell everybody I'm on my way. Do you know what that song's from?
No.
Neither do I, but I'm pretty sure it's a Disney movie. It's like Little Cubs. And Phil Collins sung it. I think. You know what, I'm going to have to Google that now because I'm going to look like a massive idiot. Tell everybody I'm on my way. Yeah, it's from the Bear show, or the Bear movie. Brother Bear.
Haven't heard of that.
Right, flag level 300. There we go. 10k, lights off. Beautiful. Time we expected to land into Singapore. 1 PM. Perfect. Standard pressure.
Yeah, same for me.
And then it departs like 2:40.
Cool.
And then it'll land at 4 AM.
Cool.
So, 7 hours and 15 minutes later, we are well in the descent towards Singapore. Time lapses are hard in the dark, as you can see. All you get to see is something like that, so I kind of skipped that bit out. But as far as our arrival goes, we're landing on 02 left, which is the one I actually landed on the other day when I landed here from Heathrow. And the weather actually is not too clever. They must be having some sort of storm overhead. I'm not quite sure where that's come from, considering it was not on the forecast. But we programmed the arrival, and there isn't really much more to it. You look on the plan mode and step through the legs, and you can see that after Ignon, we transition onto the ILS. Easy. We'll just let LNAV and VNAV take care of it. VREF's all in, 146. I'll throw 10 on the top of that because of the wind and the storm issue. And auto brake set 2. Checklist. Descent checklist. Well, recall. Nothing. Notes. Auto brake set. Landing data set. Approach briefing is completed. The transition level for this place is already set in the forecast page for us. Flight level 130. So, as far as planning goes, oh, we see that lightning, man. It's all good. It's very, very, very bad. Matt, the guy that was flying with me, he actually landed a little bit earlier because I had to nip out, so I'm a little bit late to land. And he said it's awful. Like, he's having problems just flying the plane in a straight line due to how bad the weather is. So we probably got some fun memes for the landing. We'll see what happens as we get a bit closer to Singapore. Did you crash again?
No, that's fine this time. Stick shaker was going a bit though.
It was Singapore I flew out of when we went to Doha. We had a little group flight about a month ago, and there was a huge storm over the top. And I took off from 2 left, and I got 11,500 feet a minute climb rate. I was stuck in some like weird updraft, and I just couldn't get out of it. And everybody that took off behind me got the exact same problem.
Yeah. That wasn't fun. That was difficult.
Great. I can't wait to get destroyed.
Yeah, good luck on the landing.
I mean, this is like the first time in a lot of flights where I'll be able to use the ILS without it bricking itself, because I finally fixed it. You know what the problem was?
What?
The panel state.
Oh really?
Yeah, I got this dodgy panel state from AvSim, which was supposedly like properly cold and dark. But with the new update,
Did that one that you give me?
yeah, with the new update, it kills
I've got the ND stage on for me.
Yeah. So don't use it. Change it.
Yeah.
I don't know how a panel state can make an aircraft break, but whatever.
Especially the error that you were getting as well.
It was every time it hit the glide. It was only the glide as well. Dude,
Strange.
I need to go direct to Lavax, otherwise I'm gonna kill everybody on board. There's this like huge pink weather cell right in front of me, and it's destroying us. Yeah, I can see it there just out the window. Oh my god. Please refresh. Oh, I did. Seatbelts on. Yes, they are. Like, I'm gonna get to a point here on this arrival where I can't actually avoid the weather
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
without landing.
Let's have a look at the rainfall radar on Project Fly. Oh wow. Yeah, there's a massive cell off to the east of the airport that I think I got caught up in.
Oh yeah, I see it there. No way.
Which is probably why I just nosedived into the ocean. Oh dear.
See me just like navigating through it.
Yeah.
I just bypassed that huge cell on the left of me
Oh yeah, I see.
as I cut the star short. But now I've got to figure out this next meme, which is once I get to Lavax.
Maybe try and go over Bassam City. Swing it in that way.
Well, the problem is there's two massive pink cells right on the path towards the ILS. So what I'm thinking of doing is once I pass this cell, actually, maybe as we get a bit lower it'll stop. That's on -2. You know what? It's a big plane. It can handle it.
Famous last words.
Yeah. Oh, there's Emirates behind me from Brisbane.
So there is.
I should really try and do the RNAV. Oh, I've not mentioned the implications with the scenery, have I? So, this is Imagine Sim that made the scenery. And they put so much effort into the scenery. It looks fantastic. You know, nothing wrong with it from a visual perspective. However, the people that have made it have decided to place the airfield in the wrong position. So if you try and do any precision stuff like RNAVs, mainly RNAVs, then you end up landing in a field. And apparently they're working with Navigraph to fix it. But you spend that much time on something just to not place it in the right place, it just seems a bit counterproductive to me. The guy that delivered my Amazon package just now, he like gave me all the boxes in one go, and I didn't have enough space to like sign it, so he just walked off, and it's still showing as not delivered on the website.
It will do in a minute.
I've had this before. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, it's Cyber Monday. Dude, they're selling an Ultra Ball? What the hell is one of them? Oh, it's for a dog. I thought it was for a human. I suppose it could be for a human. Ah, I reckon Lola and Jim would absolutely destroy that. They're selling 200 lens wipes for £7. That's actually not bad. Oh my god. I just flown through a cell. I shouldn't have done this. Uh-oh. It's like an episode of Flappy Birds with the wings. Oh my days. Dude, the marker noise is going off as well and I can't turn it off. You know it goes like beep, 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 bop, 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 bop.
Oh yeah.
I don't even have the selectors on for it. Oh my god, we're climbing. This is what I mean. We're actually stuck. I don't know if this is just modeling it badly or something. Because the plane is broken.
Just carry on to Heathrow.
Yeah. I might
Forget
as well.
about
Why
Singapore.
is the back of my aircraft like see-through? Oh, let's fix this up. Honestly, the wing flex is so bad on the 777. It can't do it. Now we're over speed. This is the end. Never fly into pink weather. Never fly. Like, we're over. I'm just gonna have to throw the speed brakes out and hope that it fixes it. Oh my days. We're dead. We're so dead. Oh, this is not what I signed up for. Alright, I think we're out the worst of it. Probably not. Yeah, there was that cell. I shouldn't have flown through it. I saw it and I was like, there's a chance that it's going to do something, but there's also a chance it probably won't. Joke's on me.
It's a big plane, it can handle it.
Beep.
Better edit that out now. Actually, I'm just going to beep it.
I was going to comment. Just beep it and
I will, I will.
include the rest.
Sorry, YouTube, for
Here's a
being
story for you.
non-Christian.
Here's a story for you. Years ago, I was part of a radio show. It's a local station where I live. We're doing 6 shows over 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And also, you can't swear on the radio, right? Because you don't know who's going to be listening, and that's the rule. And I was hosting it with a friend, and I said a joke based on something that he'd experienced in his life.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he'd find it quite funny, but I actually angered him quite a bit, and he just swore completely as he realised the memory of how bad it was, and he noticed straight away. And it's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." But yeah,
Right.
I made him swear incorrectly, not incorrectly, but unintentionally is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, you just did it to me then.
Yeah.
Flap 1 and flap 5. Let's slow down. Please. Dude, this marker noise is driving me insane. I got flight level change. Flight level change, 200 knots, 3,000 feet. Like, I don't know how to turn it off. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because I don't know where it's coming from, but you can't twist the volume knobs. That's the annoying thing. Oh, wait, is it that? Oh, I think it's that. No, it's not that. Oh my, did I just fly through another cell? Please say I didn't. It's on the ILS, for God's sake. How are you meant to fly the ILS if this... Nah. Don't increase my speed.
So if I got flight radar, are they actually using the airport at the moment, or is it shut?
It's probably shut for this exact reason. Because I'm doing 3,500 feet a minute descent rate.
Well, there are people on the final, actually.
People
fair
that
to 'em.
don't care about their lives.
Yeah. Oh, they're actually using 02 center as well, by the looks of it.
Oh my, okay.
Or are they? I don't know. Yeah, I think they are, actually.
Dude, FSFX need to do the same thing that they do with the 747 with the 777, where they like dynamically inject the effects as opposed to just like map it to the model.
Yeah.
Okay, I've gone underneath 3,000 feet. I am now going to crash, probably. I'm going to move my orange juice away from my joystick because it's going to go everywhere.
They seem to be using both runways for arrivals, to be fair. I wonder if it's because of the weather.
Well, I'm pretty sure that 3 miles to the right is not going to make any difference at this point. Oh my. Okay.
Well, I'm at my cruise, which is good.
Yeah, lucky you. Heading back to London already.
Already?
Yeah, no. Oh, there's a boat down there.
I was an hour and a half delayed departure.
What the hell? There's so many boats! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20... Dude, nah. There's literally millions of boats. Oh! No! He's done that thing again! Oh, because I loaded it with a dodgy panel state. I'm going down. I'm going down, boys. It was nice knowing you. Actually,
2 crashes at one airport in a day, crikey.
I'm visual with the runway, so it's fine. I can do this manually, luckily. Right, gear down. What was the landing speed? 146. We'll do 156. All the flaps. Oh my. This is bad. Speed brake armed. Can you not gear? Just get... Almost had to do another beep. Dude,
I had my headset off then. Did you do it again?
no. I avoided disaster. I'm currently about to crash though. Like, I'm not even lying to you.
What you landing on?
02 left, but apparently a boat at this rate. Because I can't, like, the plane keeps getting stuck in these, like, downdrafts.
I've just seen a lot of lightning.
Yep.
It's a lot around.
Are you on the ground?
Yeah, I'm at the guy.
Yeah, just if you look on short final, I'm a bit high, but I have no glide reference because the plane's broken. Because they loaded that stupid panel state. But I have no pitch authority, so if I pull right back on my joystick, that's all the pitch authority I get. So I have to use trim to flare it. It's not easy. That's why I did that, like, F16 maneuver at Heathrow the other day. Oh my god, it can't even keep the speed. PMDG auto throttle is the best. Come on, power!
1,000.
Please! I don't want to do a speedbird 3.8. Just put power in. Okay, it's putting power in, but it might be a bit too late. I feel like I'm about to stall. That's why I did 156 though, so we should be okay. I'm sinking. I just went from doing like a stable 500 feet a minute to doing 1,500 feet a minute. I'm still too high. Oh, this is not good. Right. Start to idle the power now, otherwise I'm going to float it. Thank you.
Which runway are we going off?
To center.
100.
Here we go. Smile for the camera, boys.
30. 20. 10.
And we are
There you are.
down. Reverses green. Decelerating. Remind me never to use that panel state ever again. I'm actually going to delete it. 60 knots. Can we make this exit? Of course we can. 50 knots. 40. Auto brakes off. Welcome back to Singapore. Well, we have to taxi via the North Cross, apparently. That I didn't understand the first time I got those instructions. Alright. Taxi light on, strobe light off, landing lights off, APU on, flaps in, speed brakes in, weather radar off, that's off, TCAS off, flooders off. As you can see, this airport is very nicely modelled. I'm looking for Shib. There he is. I might have to reload the plane for this Heathrow leg. If we take off within the next like hour, it means we'll land into Heathrow at about 6 AM, which is pretty good timing for me. There he is. I don't know what stand he's on. Zoom in and see. He is on Charlie 17, and my assigned stand is Charlie 15, so it's just round the back. Cancel these messages. There. Oh, we didn't do the landing checklist, did we? Or the approach one. Lol. Got too sidetracked with not dying. Excuse me. Right. So, Charlie 15. Let's pull in one of these here. Look at the size of those G90s, they're so nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to stop the clock as well. 7 hours 40. That's not bad actually. Now comes the fun part. Is pulling in Charlie 16. Oh, right, okay, so they actually put one next to each other. Sometimes they miss a number out. Okay, let's swing her on to the stand. Wow. Perfect. Let's have a look at the ground markings, see where we're supposed to stop. 777 is right at the end. Let's see what the safe dock says. Stop. Okay. I shall listen. Alright. APU's running, so engine shut down. Stop the timer. Put some lights on in here. Beacon off. Beautiful. The parking is too small. Oh, is it really? Right. Well, that's good to know. But no, it's not anymore. Operate jetways. It should have SOD here. Please. No jetways can operate. Again, oh really? So we want jetway 2 to door 2 left, and then jetway 1 to door 1 left. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but we'll see. Right, let's return here and go here and set the wheel chocks and then look at it from the outside and see what it does. I want to see if it puts the both jetways up. But it probably won't. Well, there goes one. See if I can get the other one. Dock jetway 2 to 2 left. Unable to dock is too far away. Of course it is. Well, in reality, they would not get you off of that. They'd use this door. But, ah well. In that case, request a deboarding. No. So we can open that. We could open all the cargo doors. Is it putting a thing at the back as well? Yeah, it is. So we'll open the back door too. And there we go. Down on the ground at Singapore. And the end of this intensive video. I wish I could get a good shot of like the aircraft with the gate and everything. That would be nice. But yeah, I'm gonna fly from here to Heathrow now, which is gonna be a almost 14-hour flight. So wish me luck for that. The chances are I'll record that as a video. If not, then Just look at my logbook on Project Fly, you will see it. Good thumbnails were never my strong point, and I'm trying to find a good angle, but I won't waste your time. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. A little bit of a break between the last video and now, but as I said, I've been pretty busy. And in the run-up to Christmas as well, I'm probably going to be busy too, but we will we'll see what we can sort out. But yeah, thank you very much, and I will speak with you soon. Ta-ra for now.